Hello guys and welcome back to Will Does Magic. My name is Will. I hope you're all having a magical day. Now today I've got another card trick for you guys that only requires a small set of cards, so you don't even need a full deck, which is pretty nice if you're at somebody's house or if you just found a deck you want to make a cool trick. It does require a bit of sleight of hand, I'm not gonna lie about that, but it's also self-working at the same time. So my plan is that I do this video right now and I'll show you the sleight of hand in a bit more general tutorial for it on this video, and then maybe in the future if we've gotten more tricks that use this sleight of hand, I'll try and make a full tutorial on it and kind of how you can learn it and how to use it in different performances. It's not really super complicated, it's just something that hasn't been shown on this channel before, I believe, so I just want to give you a heads up for that. But if you do want a full tutorial on this sleight of hand, then please let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you liked the video, please leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and without further ado, let's get into the performance of this trick. Alright, so for this trick guys, all I need is a deck of cards. Now, as I said, you don't need the whole deck, so we're just going to go ahead and give the deck a quick shuffle. And then we're going to pick out 12 cards from the deck. Now, this can truly be any 12 cards. Let's take 3 from there. 3 from there, 3 from here, and another 3 right there. Now this is a total free choice. I can even show you guys the cards that there are no kind of setup on these cards or anything. They're totally different. It's a free choice. That's what I just want to say. So what you want to do is I want to give you a free selection of the cards. Now that you've seen the cards, I'm going to give them a quick shuffle actually, so you don't know which card you're picking. So let's say you get a free choice to pick the card right over here. And now I want you to remember this card. You got it? Alright, we're going to place it down somewhere in the pack. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to turn over a couple cards just to kind of give you an idea of how this trick is going to go. Whoops. Because this is pretty much what we're going to be doing this trick. We're going to be turning cards over. And the fun thing about this is I can give the deck a couple cuts if we want to, but you can do what I'm going to show you as many times as you want. So I want you to pick the top 2 cards, flip them over, and then do a cut on the table. Top 2 cards, flip them over, do a cut on the table. We can even turn the deck over, top 2 cards, flip them over, cut on the table. And I want you to keep doing this for as many times as you want. So you can either flip the deck over, flip the top 2 cards, you can flip the top 2 cards, flip them down, you can flip the deck over, flip the top 2 cards. Just tell me when to stop. You can do this for as many times as you like, it's not going to matter. So let's say you say stop right there. I'm going to place the cards down into 4 piles now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these cards, flip them over, and just flip them over. And now hopefully, if everything turned out alright, if I spread the cards out, there's only one card that is facing the opposite direction from all the others, and hopefully that is your selected Ace of Hearts. Now that's a trick guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's get into the tutorial of this trick. So guys, this is what you might call as a mini triumph trick. If you know, the triumph trick is all where you have mixed up cards and then they all face the right way except for one. There's like the card usually. So the way this is going to go is that you're going to have 12 completely random cards, it doesn't matter, and you're going to have the spectator select any one of these cards. Now the only magical part that you have to do, and the sleight of hand that I've talked about, is right here. You want to get their selected card in the second position from the top. Now there's probably 100 different ways you can do this, but the way I do it is a Marlowe tilt. Now it's kind of hard to show with this camera angle, and it's kind of angle sensitive if you're showing it from straight above, but if you're watching it from this angle as a spectator, 99 times out of 100 they're not going to see what's going on. That's all I'm going to say. But for the purpose of this video and for the purpose of this camera angle, I'm just going to say what happens. You want to break off a little pinky break and you want to elevate that top card a bit. Now, you want to make sure that the gap is not bigger than the complete deck, but you want to make sure that you can fit this card with a bit of depth. So you're not placing it straight under the first card. You want to keep that space a bit. Because from that front, if you're placing it in, it's not going to look like it goes in second from the top. All right, so they're looking at the card. You're grabbing that pinky break, elevating that card a bit. Now, this is going to take some practice, just getting it up to the right level. And then, even if you want, now this pack is quite small, but if you're using the whole deck, you can try to push a couple cards out. Let's see if I can get it like that, so it looks like it's going in somewhere else, and then just slide it in on that second position as close to that pack as possible. Now from here, you're pretty much set. What you're going to do is you're going to pick off the top 3 cards, turn over the 4th, keep the 5th, turn over the 6th, keep the 7th, turn over the 8th, keep the 9th, turn over the 10th, keep the 11th, turn over the 12th. So now you're placed in this position where all the cards, all the even cards except for their selected card, are face up, and all the odd cards are facing down. So from here, you can give the deck a cut. You can give the deck multiple cuts if you want, but you can tell them that they can do this as many times as they like. And it's going to be that the top 2 cards gets reversed, they do a cut. The top 2 cards get reversed, they do a cut. You can even have the deck or the pile of cards turn them over. Top 2 cards get reversed, they do a cut. And it doesn't matter how many times they do this, as long as they do either a turn of the pile, then top 2 cards, or just top 2 cards and then do a cut. Because what this does is that it never reverses that full order of the starting that we had. And you'll see that when we make the pile. So let's say we do 2 more cuts right now. So that's 1, 2 more cuts like that. And then when we place the cards down, you're going to see that we're going to have a pile with face-up cards, a pile with face-up cards, and depending on where that selected card ends up being, it's going to be 1 card that's off. So 2 piles are face down, or 2 piles can be face up, but 1 card is going to be off. So what I like to do is just flip them over, flip them over, flip them over, and depending on, see, this is quite a bad position because now their card is exposed to the top, so you might just want to make a cut. But if you see that you got multiple face down cards, you know that their card is going to be the only one selected that is face up. If you see multiple face up cards, you're going to know that their card is face down. So I personally like to perform it having the cards face up and then revealing it as face down, because I think that gives it more of a mystery to it, if you want to call it that. But you can also just say that all the cards are face down except for yours. It doesn't really matter. It's a preference, and the way to solve it is just that you flip the deck beforehand or afterwards. It's not really that hard. So you reveal the cards that all the cards are face up except for 1, and that is their card. Now, this is not the best triumph trick in the world, but it does do the trick for people that just want to have a quick and easy magic trick. And also it doesn't require the whole deck, which is kind of nice, because if you're at a family party or relatives and you're just bringing a deck of cards, you count them up. Oh shoot, we got 49 cards in this deck. What am I going to do? Well, this is a great trick that you can do, and it does get surprisingly good reactions. I was not blown away when I saw this at first, but trust me, it gives better reactions than you would suppose it do. And for that marble tilt, as I said, guys, if you want to have a full tutorial on how to do it and more maybe with a full deck, I can certainly make that happen, but I want to hear from you guys because I don't want to waste time on a video where I'm posting something you guys don't want. Now, this marble tilt is not a common, if you want to call it, a common sleight of hand that you're using every day, like the double lift or a couple changes or something, but it's good to know and good to have in your repertoire whenever you need it. And whenever you want to get that card in the second position from the top, it's kind of nice to just know that you got a way of doing it without looking fishy at all or doing a couple cuts or anything like that. However, that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on it. As I said, comment on what you guys want to see next. And if you're new to the channel, please give that subscribe button a gray sign, I believe it is now, from red to gray. And also turn on notifications. I post every Monday, and I'll be trying doing that for the whole year. So please stay tuned for the next video on next Monday. But without further ado, that's it for today, guys. I hope you all are having a magical day, and I'll see you next time.